Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. So we are from the campaign. So my name is Danny, Frederick, Abdi, Kenny, and Suartanto. So the next one will be start by.
Okay, in Australia there is we are discovering the environment. First, in Australia there is agricultural and mining, and second is Australia have 4 seasons, which is in the 4 season it can be effective our product, which is our product is tempeh, and second is Australia environment is Mediterranean climate, and in Australia they have a heavily forest, so there's so many forests in there. And this is the social culture in Australia. Australia have five religion, which is Buddhism, Christian, Hindu, Muslim, Judaism, and another religion which is a traditional religion. And the greeting is usually handshake with a smile, and we say hello, and the eye contact, and use your first name to other people. And yeah, there is a multicultural country there.
Next one is the legal aspect. So in Australia, freedom of speech and religion is for all citizens. It is democracy, equal opportunity for all, and then competent government, independent bureaucracy, and also there is for anti-corruption. Then the political is the federal, constitutional, parliamentary democracy, and constitutional monarchy. And also Australia largely operates as two-party system in which voting is compulsory for all citizens. Then this is the Australia's economic sector. So they are focusing on three, which are service sectors, mining sectors, and agricultural sectors, in which is more contributing to Australia's economy.
This tempeh is traditional from Indonesia, the product originated from Indonesia. It is made by natural culturing and controlled fermentation process that blends solid grain into active form. So it's the traditional food for these people. So this is the ingredient of tempeh. First, whole dry soybean and tempeh starter or ragi. This is the health benefit of tempeh. First, in tempeh we can have the nutrients such as like protein, manganese, copper, fiber, phosphorus, vitamin B2, magnesium, and probiotics. And the benefit is like prevention of the obesity. So for people who want to diet, can get tempeh. But for diabetic patient, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease (COPD), periodontal disease, and neurodegenerative disease. And then contains natural antibiotic and protein, also with low calorie and carbohydrate. Also improve the immune system and health. Low cholesterol, antioxidant to fight free radicals that cause cancer, reduce the risk of heart disease, and relieve symptoms of menopause.
Okay, next one is marketing objective. We have two. First is increase the market share of Australian Americans, and the second one estimate the market acceptance and sales. Next please. This is our SWOT analysis. We're starting on the strength factor. First, we're selling the organic food. We're using also using organic ingredients too. Next is high fibers, vitamins, minerals, and the source of the alternative protein. Next is vegetarian food. Next is the recipe following the trends that we will be mentioned on the last slides. Next is our weakness. Meat and dairy product basically is more delicious than vegetarian food. And next is meat and dairy product have more protein compared to vegetarian protein. Next is our opportunity, growing a vegan lifestyle amongst the youth in Australia, and sustainable and environmental friendly productions, iconic Indonesian food menu, and people starting aware of alternative protein. Next is threat. Many people still choose meat rather than tempeh because the meat have a more delicious taste. And then next is not everyone like tempeh because tempeh is not well known yet because people more know about tofu. Next is people commonly know tofu rather than tempeh, and next is many competitors selling ready frozen tempeh.
this is our packagings and our logo, as you can see.
So here's our business model. The first part, when we enter the business, is that we will just do a food stalls instead of making a full-fledged stores. So this way we can have a low investment and low risk. And also this part in this part of the business model, in this maturity stage, we can actually measure the awareness of the audience, the target market, and measure how many of them actually like or know about the tempe already. The location will be public places such as the university, or we can look into bazaars, music festivals, and other public places. We just need to talk with the owner of the event or the place, and that's why we will just have a low cost for the fixed cost. Next one is after we have already have enough money and there's a lot of customer that we might have a food truck. That way we can reach out to more citizen places, so to residents, and reach out to more people. And also more portable when we come to public places, because some public places are part or things like that are not allowed to stand there as a store. Next one is after we already have a food truck and we do well, we might have make our own restaurant, or we make our own tempe that is ready to eat. So for the value drivers, is the first one is that our product will be convenient. We are the one that come to them, and instead of them coming to us, we are already existing in the public places, and I think coming to being in the public places will increase the awareness of the tempe overall and also break out. Next one is that we have affordable pricing. Tempe is relatively cheap to create compared to other vegan foods that are really expensive. Next one is that we have a variety of menu. Later we will show the menu where there's the international menu, more well-known Western style, and the other one is more Indonesian piece. So as you can see in the modern tempe, the concept is more on the Western taste, like sandwich, a salad, cornbread, and curry. The reason curry is considered in the modern tempe because in the Western culture, curry is more well known from the India. So our taste will also based on the India curry instead of Indonesian curry. In the Indonesian tempe we have like mendoan, bacem bakar, orek, and gulai. So this is the tempe mendoan. Our price will be around $3 or $4. The reason that we got this price is that we firstly set the normal moderate pricing in Indonesia in rupiah is around 20,000 for sandwich and things like that. Food stalls is really normal for about 20,000 rupiah. Next one we convert it using the TPP and also using the foreign exchange, and that's why after making it the calculation we get 3.4 US Australian dollar. The expense is around 1.5. It's relatively really cheap compared to that's already including the fixed cost because we are just making sure on the quality and making for the profit margin is also only using the contribution margin for everything is in the same. This one is drip tempe bacang. As you can see, we have a similar contribution margin. And I think bacang is one of the tastes that's already well known and will suit well with the tempe. Tempe goreng is also very well known in Indonesia. We also use it as dressing for a lot of dishes such as nasi uduk and many other things. I think it will actually really cheap and we should to introduce the tempe to Western culture. Next one we have a gulai tempe, which is more based on coconut milk. And that's one of the reasons. Next, this is the sandwich tempe, where instead of using bread, what we might use is actually we replace the bread using the tempe. So it's really a balance having the vegetables and tempe both in the fiber and protein, and we are relatively cheap to make too. Next one is salt tempe. Just like a normal tempe, just normal salad, what we do is we just use the tempe dust as a dressing. Next is the cornbread sweet and sour tempeh. As you can see, it's more like a stir fried with caramelized sauce. Next. And also the curry tempeh, which is more on the Indian taste.
Okay, so this is our destination. We want to open business in the city. This is the Adelaide in the South Australia. Okay, this is the information about the Adelaide. Yeah, the population, the official language is English, religion is there is for Buddhism, Christian, Islam, and they did the store for this opening to the new business, and the attitude is more related for origin brand, and the value is no formal class and distinction. Next. And this is our target market. Yeah, our target market is we are focusing first in the university, and this is our list, the list of the university. And yeah, this is our segmentation. Our segmentation is we want to make this business to focus on the more special diet, which is our product is the free of the gluten and vegan, vegetarian, and sure we want to introduce our Indonesian foods in Australians and in price sensitive, which is why we want to focus on the university student on the middle until low segment. Next.
After we got from the benefit of segmentation, so we will make a target things. We target on the people who need a special diet, for example, gluten-free, vegan, vegetarian, and certain allergic, for example, allergic with meat protein, and health consequences, for example, you have high pressure of blood or have a diabetes. Next.
Okay, this is our financial projection. So we create the estimation. This is based on estimation in the 5 year until 2020. So in income in the first year, we assumption the sale is 30 piece, which is a curry tempeh with the profit margin, right? Profit margin multiply the 30 is the total is 108. So next we assumption again 50 piece in 2017, and next we assumption again 17, and maybe we assumption again next year is decrease 10, and assumption again 100, and we totally, and this is we get the total of the income from the five year. Next. This is the income, and this is the expense, same like the income. So our business expense is include the oil, the gas, everything to make this menu. And so we same like this is 30 piece of the sale, and 50 next, and we got the 5 year. The total is around 44,000. And this is our total expense. So we got profit before tax is this, and we have tax in there in Adelaide, which is we already searched in the internet. The tax for the new business in Adelaide is 30%. So this is we minus 30% from the profit, and that we got that income in this number for 5 years. Which is in rupiah we get 32,000 million around that. Okay, promotion mix. Yeah, we want to show about this is our ID. We want to make a food truck like this in the university. Next. And yeah, this is the material of raw tempeh produced. Yeah, tofu. Yes,
these are the famous raw tempeh producers that we are listing them because like later in the maturity stage we are planning to sell ready to eat raw tempeh. That's why we are including them. In the food stalls and tempeh based foods are actually really new market, and that's why we are listing this for the maturity stage of our business. First one is tteokbokki. It has a lot of variety and some are gluten free. It's a available in Adelaide with price of $2.78 US dollar per 200 gram. And we show it has some gluten free too, and also so really convenient to reach them because they are also available in the online store. The price is $2.35. Simple soy is even more payable and convenient because they are not only selling it in the Coles. Coles is one of the famous retail in Australia, so they are selling it physically and also online of the Coles. And the price of $3.8. Black Life is well known in America. It's famous in America. It's a lot of variety, has some gluten free, but there's no store in Adelaide or in any Australia. They might some people that prefer the taste might import them themselves. So the first price is around $3. So this is the positioning of the Light Life from Protein Nutrition and Super Soy and also our product Pak Tempe. We are relatively will be slightly cheaper than Nutrition and but also less convenient because we don't have the channel of the distribution that they have already. But we are reaching them using the result to the famous already established retail stores. Next one is the price and product variety. Our product we initially don't have much of it, but currently with the 8 taste and we can add more taste later in the nutrition. We might want to complete around nutrition. Nutrition will be our primary competitor in the ready-to-eat tempeh market. Thank you.
Okay. Questions? No, my question.